Hi, I'm fully actually expecting to not get any views, but I don't really, it's not why I'm doing this. Why I'm doing this is actually to talk to someone or talk to myself, articulate to myself what I'm doing, what's happening, what's going on. Because sometimes you just need to talk about what's going on in your life and you don't have anyone around you to talk about that. And you just want to process what's happening and you just want to an extent, persuade yourself that you're on the right track and also to encourage yourself as well. Because I do think that in the creative pursuits overall, there is not, I mean, there is not really a possibility for others to encourage you and to understand you and to understand your ideas and to understand your point of view and to understand what you mean and what you're going through if they're not creative themselves or they don't see the finished product and they love it. I mean, for the longest time, I was waiting for someone to give me the permission to write, the permission to create, the permission to be creatively free, to pursue the ideas in my head, to to continue doing what I was doing on the side. For the longest time, I kept waiting for someone to come and to say to me, "Yes, you can. Yes, you should. Yes, you should finish. Yes, you should continue." And I still get into that trap where I'm thinking, like, if there's a lot of comments, then it means that the text is good. I should continue. If there's a lot of feedback, that means that the text touched people. I should write more on that topic, even though not necessarily I write on the topics that I want to write on. So, not on the topics that resonate with, or not resonate with people. You can also kind of tell that I'm a bit more relaxed and got a bit more red as well. So yeah, sorry about my manicure because I didn't have time to do it in the new year yet. But what I mean is, I kept thinking that someone in the position of influence, in the position of power, in the position of knowledge, someone who has been in that industry longer, or just some kind of teacher, some kind of spiritual something, is going to come in and is going to tell me, okay, listen up. This is your destiny, this is your purpose, and this the point of your life, and this is what you're supposed to be doing. So like, let me give you a document where I will just outline what you should be doing and when you should be doing that, and also like you should write that book and that idea is going to come at that time. And also like people will not understand that one, but they will get that one after that. So I mean, literally I kept waiting for someone to give me a game plan for my dreams, for someone to support me on that road, to kind of like take me by the hand and be like, okay, yeah, we're going to do this. Like, I'm going to show you how. But if you are a writer or if you are writing, you know that it doesn't work like that. There's not a person who's going to come and take you by the hand and and be like, okay, this is your writing style, this is your genre, and this is how you query, and this is like what you should put in the beginning, in the middle, and the end. And also like, don't worry, for the 2 years you will not be successful, but after that it will blow up and so on. So I mean, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, that person and that permission to be yourself and to like to listen to the voice inside of you that is telling you what you should be doing and what you should be investing your time on, investing your time in. There is no endorsement. There is no permission in life. There is no any person on the internet, even me or like anyone. There is no person on YouTube who is like, okay, you specifically you gotta do that. You specifically you gotta concentrate on that. You gotta make that turn. You gotta make that move. And I do think that also I was waiting for kind of like some kind of acknowledgement, for some kind of critic, for some kind of for some kind of person to actually allow me the way, or like open me the way, or show me the way, even though nobody's is going to show me anyway. Nobody's going to show me any direction. Nobody's going to direct my writing. Why on earth should they? Writing is freedom. Writing, sorry, is like the ultimate freedom and the ultimate love of my life, but not what I mean. It's not for someone to come in and be like, okay, this is yours, this is not yours, this is what you should be doing, this is not. Like, people keep trying to define you all the time. And I think you know this, everyone knows this. Like, everyone defines you, and everyone also defined me. Like, you are this, you are that, you are good at this, you should do this, you should publish there, you should like pursue this idea. This idea is not that good. Oh, I don't think that's going to work out. Like, you are more good at, like, I mean, people kept trying to tell me what I was good at. People kept trying to tell me what I was not good at. People kept trying to like put some kind of label on it. Like, you're like, even watching the video, you can also say like you have weird facial expressions, and also you're like too shy, and also you're like too this, too that, not open enough, like too many blocks inside of you. Like, you should work on, I know I should work on that. But what I mean is, like, there's no permission, there's no like, no person who is about to come and be like, okay, this is the game plan for you. And I think I'm the kind of person who was kind of expecting that for a very long time. And even like, I wanted approval, I wanted external validation. I wanted people to notice, to care, to say, yes, yes, please continue. I need this. I need the pep talk. I need your visibility. I need your courage. Like, I want your stories. I want your ideas. Like, they inspire me. It's very good. Like, and also, like, I have to say to you, if someone is looking at this right now, I gotta say that, like, no matter how many like reviews and external validation and like comments and compliments and people maybe you've met through like life, no matter how much validation you get, it's never going to be enough. Like, no matter how many compliments people give, no matter like what people say to you, what kind of teachers you have, it's all in the inside. It's all fucking in the inside. Sorry for my French. So, yeah, everything comes from the inside, from above and from the inside. Meaning, like, the ideas come from there, nobody gives them to you. The stories come from there, nobody, like, is. Sometimes people give you the inspiration, yes, but everything comes from the inside out, not from outside in. And even this direction outside of the box, or like to redefine my life, redefine myself, redefine what I can and can't do, redefine what I should and should not be doing, redefine my image, or like my self-identification, or like all those labels I kept putting on myself and putting on myself. Even that comes from inside. There's no, there's nobody on the outside to guide or to protect or to indicate what's better, what's worse, what's good, what's bad, what should be done, what should be written, what should not be written, what should be talked about, what shouldn't be talked about. And there are so many authors who are kind of following what's being expected of them, and this is always visible, I think. In prose, it's always visible whenever the person is following their own intuition and their own internal guideline and their own voice. It's always visible when the internal voice is so strong that the person has learned to trust it. This is also, by the way, I think why I'm talking to the camera right now and why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, because I've arrived at a point in my life where I trust that voice so much that when the voice is saying something, then I do it. I mean, I'm terrified, but I do it. I'm not understanding it at this point in time, but I do it still. So